Hello, today you will learn 12 different types of travel. Just before we start, I want to remind you that in one of my previous video lessons I was teaching the difference between the words travel, travels, journey, trip, and voyage. You should definitely check this lesson, as there I'm given some of the most common collocations and example sentences to make it easier for you to memorize the vocabulary. Let's start. The first type of travel for today is a family trip. A family trip. A family trip is a type of vacation where family members go somewhere and spend time together, like a family trip to the mountains or a family trip to the lake. A business trip. Business trip. A business trip, on the contrary, is a journey taken for business purposes, for work, like when a manager goes to another country to deliver some important documents or sign a contract. The next type of travel is a boat trip. Boat trip. It is a journey or excursion in a boat, especially for pleasure. For example, you spend your vacation in Naples, Italy, and decide to take a day trip to Pompeii. You can have a boat trip there along the seaside. A ski trip. Ski trip. A ski trip is a type of travel when you grab a pair of your skis or rent them and head somewhere. Usually it's a one-day trip, but sometimes it happens that people are away on a ski trip for days. Here is a list of words you can use with trip. Be on a trip. Be away on a trip. Go on a trip. Make a trip. Take a trip. Have a trip. For example, we go on a family trip to Europe every year. We go on a family trip to Europe every year. Our next type of travel for today is a guided tour, or just a tour. Tour, guided tour. A guided tour is like an excursion when a person, a tour guide, shows you a place and tells you about it, something interesting and exciting. For instance, a guided tour of Paris or a guided tour of London. Okay, the next type of travel is a bus tour. Bus tour. It can be an organized trip around the city where tourists are shown the most interesting spots and attractions. Or it can be a trip from one city to another place with the same purpose, sightseeing, like a bus tour in London or a bus tour of Rome. A train tour. Train tour. A train tour is the same as a bus tour. The purpose, to show the best of the best and make people happy about their journey. Just the distance is much longer. For example, a train tour across Canada or a train tour from France to Turkey. A study tour. Study tour. As for a study tour, it is a little bit different from the previous ones. People go on those types of travel to get some pleasure and relax most of the time. And if you go on a study tour, it means you will need to work too. Well, your brain will need to work, because this is a combination of a studying process and learning new things. It also depends on the destination. Most often people go abroad to study a foreign language. While in that country they visit a lot of tourist attractions, historical sites, etc. And one more, an eco-tour. Eco-tour. It is a vacation tour that allows one to observe wildlife, And this type of travel is absolutely ecologically friendly. It means you can go, for example, to Amazonia and admire the beauty of the local nature. You can even take part in the preservation of the rainforest by planting new trees or collecting garbage, etc. With the word tour, you can use these verbs. Do a tour. Go on a tour. Make a tour. Undertake a tour. Embark on a tour. Set off on a tour. For example, last year we made a bus tour of Italy. Last year we made a bus tour of Italy. The next type of travel is a cruise. Cruise. A cruise is a holiday during which you travel on a ship or a boat and visit a number of places. For example, a cruise around the Mediterranean will take you from one European country to another, giving you an unforgettable experience. With the word cruise, we usually use these verbs: go on a cruise or take a cruise. For example, next year we're taking a cruise to Norway. Next year we're taking a cruise to Norway. One more type of travel is a safari. Safari. A safari is an organized journey to observe or sometimes hunt wild animals, especially in Africa. You can either be on a safari or go on a safari. For example, it would be great to go on a safari one day. It would be great to go on a safari one day. And the last word for today is expedition. Expedition. An expedition is a journey undertaken by a group of people with a particular purpose, like exploration or research. For example, an expedition to the jungles of Africa. With this type of travel, you can use all of these verbs. Go on an expedition. Make an expedition. Undertake an expedition. Embark on an expedition. Set off on an expedition. Set out on an expedition. As an example, they set out on their third expedition to the Arctic Circle. They set out on their third expedition to the Arctic Circle. Now let's have some practice. Let's check how you remember today's vocabulary. Look at the picture and choose the correct type of travel. Please don't be upset if you have some mistakes. Just add this lesson to the playlist and watch it later, maybe even several times. Repeat after me all the phrases and example sentences, and you will memorize them pretty soon. As for your homework, I would like to ask you to answer the question: what is your favorite type of travel and why? Thank you for being with me today. Hope you liked the lesson. If yes, please give me the thumbs up and share the lesson with your family and friends. See you very soon in my other lessons. Take care.